everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dominique. Today I have a Best Buy video, or my favorite things, and these are the things that I feel that were a Best Buy for me and for our family, and the things that I feel like I've got a lot of use out of over the years, or that we use regularly, things that we sort of grab and use all the time. You know, there's so many things I find nowadays that I buy that I feel that if I lost it, it wouldn't matter to me, you know what I mean? It feels like I spend money on things, certain things that just don't matter, or we don't get enough use out of them, and I'm not sure why we're still keeping them. They're cluttering up the house. So when I sat down to think about making this video, it's amazing how many things you think of in the house that if you needed, that you could take straight away, or that it's something that you use every day. Believe me, the list was not very long. This is a really good idea when you're starting to declutter the house, is when you're thinking up things like this, of the things that are important to you in the house, the things that you need, the things that you use all the time. And there isn't that many things. So this is how this video came about, was when I was sort of just thinking up some of the things that I was gonna talk about in this video. And when I sat down to think about it, then, you know, these 10 items really stood out to me because I use them all the time. Some of these things I've purchased a few years back, so I can say that they really have worked for us and we get so much use out of them. Other things I've just purchased recently. I haven't put like really recent purchases in there, like the bread maker, which I got a couple of weeks back. I'm still practicing that. Actually, last night I made a really good loaf of bread, but the few loaves beforehand weren't too good, but I ended up buying bread improvers, so that worked. But I would like to put that one on the list the next time, and I would like to do this regularly, maybe once, you know, so often, just to tell you some of the things that I find that are useful for us and that I get a lot of use out of, and maybe something that you might want to purchase yourself or look into. So I'm going to go ahead now and we'll start with this. This is just the 10 things that I find are my best buys. Some of these things on here is something that I would never want to buy when I first thought about buying them, and I've just found out how good that most of these things can be, and how handy they can sort of make my life as a mum, and I can get things done a lot quicker. So the first thing on the list is the laptop desk tray. I'll get the right names for them and things like that, and I'll write the things down in the description where you can purchase them. I'm not sure if you can purchase everything because some things are a little bit older, but I'll try my best to add it in the description below. But this is what I got for, I got this one for my birthday. My husband bought this. He thought it was really handy at night times if I'm editing videos, and I can sit down in bed and put the laptop on the desk on my lap, and I can adjust it. It's fully adjustable legs. The 4 legs are adjustable, and it also lifts up and lifts down. It's really solid. It's even got like the little air vent thing inside it there too, so air can flow through the laptop. It's got a place to put your cup of coffee or your tea. It's even got the little drawer in the side there where you can, you know, pop a few little things. I'm not sure what you could put in the side there, but it's always handy to have a little drawer, like you can put your USB ports or your little plugs or something like that in there. I just absolutely love the look of this table, and when I was on holidays, we went to Sunshine Coast and we're at the beach, and I saw 2 ladies having a glass of wine on this table at the beach, and I thought, oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, it's perfect for anything. It's just not for your iPad or your computer and use it as a desk. They just took it with a blanket and had a nice glass of wine and used it as a table, and I thought that's just perfect too. So it has got, like I said, a place to put your tea and coffee. Yeah, I just find it really handy to put the iPads on. I can pop my like phone on the side, everything. If you're sort of sitting in bed or sitting on the lounge and you need like a little desk table, this one is perfect. I'm pretty sure it's made of bamboo, but yeah, it's a perfect gift for someone too. I was really happy about it. When my husband first mentioned buying it for me, I said, no, I don't need a table. I don't need one because I already have a breakfast table, but he bought it for me anyway, and I was really happy about it because it has made my life a lot easier. And the kids sometimes, if they want some toast or a Milo or something on the lounge, it's a bit of a novelty, so they go and get the table and they'll put it on their lap and they'll have their toast or their cup of Milo on it. So this one here, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite items at the moment. Okay, the next thing on the list is the egg cooker from Kmart. I bought this a few months back. It was definitely an experiment when I first bought it because I'd been looking at them online and at Amazon for a little while, and I thought, oh, it's one of those gimmicky things that I just don't need. We eat a lot of eggs in our house. My youngest absolutely loves eggs. He loves hard-boiled eggs and things like that. We do eat a lot of eggs. I just pretty much found the cheapest one I could get, which was from Kmart. There was a Breville one, I think, that would hold a lot more eggs that I was going to get, and I think it was about $40, but I thought if it's $40 and I'm not going to use it and I'll end up tossing it, then it's just a waste of $40. But if it's $20, it's not too bad, so I'll know not to buy another one. So I thought I'd buy it. It holds 6 eggs and I absolutely love it. I don't know where I've been for all these years and why I've been boiling it up on the stove, because it's just great. And if it's one of these things, it's one of those things that if you were traveling or you had a camper van or you're traveling around Australia and you want to take the little egg cooker with you where you can plug things in, it's just perfect. I find that it does take a little bit longer to cook the eggs, but there's no fussing around with boiling water on the stove and having to hover around the stove and watch that it doesn't boil over. And if you forget, you know, they're overcooked. And the problem I have is my oldest won't touch a hard-boiled egg. So basically when we cook it, I don't want it coddled, I want it completely cooked through. And then when I'm cutting like the head off the egg, I'm basically running to the table so quickly to make him eat it so it doesn't get hard. So that's the pressure I have on me over these boiled eggs. So when I first bought it, I thought, I'm not sure how it's gonna work. You do pierce the eggs, so you have to be careful with it, but it's pretty easy. You pierce the eggs, little hole in it, you've got a little cup where it's got a little pin in there, and you just poke a little hole in each of the eggs, pop it in, put the water amount that you have to put in there for the amount of eggs you're cooking, and then basically just turn it on and it will beep and it will squeal to tell you that it's ready to be taken off the heat. So it's just, yeah, it's absolutely perfect. I absolutely love it, and now I know they're really good that I would purchase one a little bit more expensive, or if I want to get one that's a bit bigger to put more eggs in. Okay, the next thing is the air fryer. Now, I think I've spoken about this a lot in my videos, and I've put a few things with the air fryer on. I haven't done any air fryer videos yet, which I will do. But I absolutely love this air fryer. My husband got this for me a few years ago, and it's a Westinghouse one. I'm pretty sure he got it from Amazon. It could have been the Good Guys, but he says it's Amazon. And I absolutely love it. I did think it was another one of those gimmicky things where it's going to take up most of the room, because it does take up a lot of room in the kitchen. But it is something that we use every day. And I've occasionally, you know, cooked the garlic bread in the oven instead of in the air fryer, and it takes me 3 times longer to cook something in the oven as it does in the air fryer. And I've said it so many times before, but if I had an air fryer that was big enough to replace my oven, I would never use my oven again. That's how much I love the air fryer. And I know there's a lot of families that have got 2 of these because they've got big families and they just love them. And it is just great. And especially when you're cooking nuggets for the kids, or fish fingers, or anything like that, little pies, sausage rolls. It's just like, open up the drawer, put it in, turn it on, and it's already up to heat. There is no waiting for it to heat like an oven. I've cooked cupcakes in it the other day and they were excellent, so easy, and there's no bending down to the oven. It gets really, really hot in there because it's like the fan heat, and everything's crunchy, everything's perfect, there's nothing soggy, there's nothing really dry, even chips, they're great. I absolutely love this air fryer, and I would love to just eliminate my oven completely. Like I said, if my air fryer was big enough, I would do that. But this is the Westinghouse air fryer, and I think Kmart got a really, really good rap on these air fryers last year. So I have to look into that again, but I'm pretty sure if you have a look at it, Kmart's air fryers are really good. And I think the Philips one was good as well, but it doesn't matter what type, you know, they're excellent. And for a family, they are just quick, easy, and I would never go back now. Now this one is cling wrap. Now I'm not really a cling wrap person, but I went to Aldi a couple of months ago and I purchased, or a month ago, and I purchased this big cling wrap in bulk. And when I got it home, I just thought that, you know, I swore that it had that, you know, had some sort of a little bar on there. I couldn't find it. I just used it for about a month until I found out that inside the side of it in the box was the a stick-on cutting device for it. And I absolutely love this cling wrap. It's just so good for when you're making sandwiches or whatever. You don't have to, you know, twist the cling wrap around your hand, to slice your hand on the metal bar, all that sort of thing. All these accidents that people have with cling wrap, and they're real accidents. Cling wrap can be a nightmare at the best of times, but this is so easy. All you do is pull it out and slide it along, and it's perfect. It's just, everyone in my house loves it. And I'm thinking, if anyone else knows any other brands that do this, because I'd purchase another brand if I can't get this one again, because this is from Aldi. I'm thinking maybe I could keep the bar and reuse it on another cling wrap. It's just sort of like a stick-on one that you stick on there. So I'm not sure, maybe you can buy refillable ones that have got these little bars in them, but this bar is perfect for when you just want to pull it out and cut it off. And yeah, I really love it. So the next thing on the list is my heater. Now this is a funny one. I've only had this for about 3 months now. It's a Dolonghi. We went into Aldi to buy this just before winter, or when it started getting cold, because we didn't have a heater, and we usually just use those little fan heaters. And we picked it up and we thought it was only $60. And I swear it was only $60. But when I got it home, I looked at the docket and it was $160. So we turned it on and we considered taking it back. But once we turned it on, I just absolutely loved it. So this is so good. It's just like having like a mini air conditioner in your lounge room. It's very safe. You know, if you touch it or tilt it, it turns off, or move it in any way. But this is just perfect. It doesn't get, it's not unbearable heat. Even in an open room, it works really, really well. I absolutely love this heater. We ended up paying $160 for this heater, and I couldn't believe it, but it's something that I can see that we're going to have for a very long time. This is the Dolonghi heater. It's got a little remote control as well, which I've only just started to use. It slots in the back the little remote control, so you can't lose it. But it's just perfect, and it heats up the room. It's not too overwhelming. It's got an eco setting on it, so it will heat it up to the degree that you need, and then it will shut off and keep it sort of at that temperature. You've got different temperatures on it. It's just perfect, easy. It's slim, and I absolutely love it. So this one is the Dolonghi heater, and I got this one from Aldi. I absolutely love this thing, and I use this every day. This is the Cuisinart knife block. I bought this last year from Amazon, and it was one of those things that, you know, it was quite expensive at the time when I bought it. We had a good knife block beforehand, but it started to like peel the paint off it, so we had to get rid of that. But this is the wooden block, and it's got everything in it I find that you need. I absolutely love just like the little serrated knives at the front there. You get 6 of them. It's something that I use all the time. It's because it's on the bench, I just grab it and I'm constantly using it. I'm really happy with the quality of it, except putting those sort of knives in the dishwasher, they do come out like speckly sometimes, so I wish I would never have done that. And I know that even though it probably is dishwasher safe and all that sort of thing, I know that long use of the dishwasher will end up destroying these knives, but I've just got to stop doing that. But yeah, I love the scissors in it. I love the whole thing. I just really love this knife block. I love the way it looks. It's just like a creamy color. It makes the kitchen look really nice and like fresh. And yeah, it just sits next to my sink and I use it all the time. And it's always like a, you know, just grab and use. I don't have to go through drawers to look for it, but yeah, it's a really, really perfect, yeah, complement to my kitchen, I find as well. And yeah, I'm just really happy with this Cuisinart brand. And yeah, I would try different products from them now because I like the knife block. Yeah, this is something that definitely I find it just makes my life easier when I can just grab something and use it straight away. And the next thing I've got on my list is the Dyson. Now, this was a very expensive purchase for our family. We've never ever spent this much money on a vacuum cleaner before. But I did have a cordless vacuum prior to it, just a cheap one from Godfrey's. And I just liked how quick it was and easy to use. So when we got our chocolate Labrador, we thought we definitely need a really good like vacuum. And I didn't want cords anymore. Like, I'm a person that really procrastinates over vacuuming as it is, but setting up a cord and plugging it in and doing all that sort of thing, and even sometimes taking off some of the corners of your house with the cord because you're wrapping things around. I just wanted no cords. So we looked into the Dyson and had really, really good reviews. And now, I think it's 2 years on now, I absolutely love it. The kids just grab it and use it when they want. You know, if you drop something, you just grab it. I grab it off the wall. We've got it set up on the wall. And it's perfect. I would never ever go back now to any other brand or anything like that. The Dyson is just perfect. It's definitely something that's made my life a lot easier as a homemaker, because vacuuming is the most important thing, I guess, in a house when it comes to cleaning. You're always doing it. But I've definitely, I think I've hit the jackpot here with the Dyson. But like I said, it's a very expensive machine, and it's something that I would say you're going to have for a very long time. I'm hoping that we have it for a long time too, because it's definitely a hard yakka machine. The next thing I've put on my list is the SodaStream. I know this isn't for everyone, and it wasn't for us either. I think it's been about 15 years now that my husband has enjoyed drinking soda water, so we've definitely spent a lot of money on soda water over the years. In the past, I was always like, let's get a SodaStream, it works out a lot cheaper, but he was definitely always against buying one. And the amount of bottles that we've used over the years and things like that, it feels like such a waste. It was 2 years ago now that I bought him a SodaStream on his birthday. I just cut to the chase and I just went and bought the whole system with the bottles and everything. And we've never turned back since. It's something that we use all the time. We don't really use the soft drinks as such. Like, you can get the soft drinks like the Coke and the cola and the lemonades and all those sort of flavorings to add to it, like from Big W and places like that, which are really, really handy if you're someone who's into that, or even to have in the pantry, but we don't use it for that. We just use it for soda water, and I was getting it from Big W, and we just get a replacement gas bottle now. It costs us $20 and it lasts us a month, or maybe $19, something like that. $19, $20 lasts a month, and it's pretty much gets used full on for that month. I also found that Officeworks do it too. They do the replacement gas bottles, so we take it there. It's even easier, and I don't get tempted to spend money at Big W if I go to Officeworks. Definitely really love the SodaStream. The kids love it. I love the little bottles you get. I do have to buy some new ones, because after a while you should replace the bottles. You know, they've had a lot of use, they've had a lot of gas going through them and things like that. And if they've been dropped and things like that, we are due for some new soda bottles for the SodaStream. But yeah, this is definitely something that I would never not buy now. I love our SodaStream. It's easy, it's compact. You could even take it with you. It doesn't need electricity or anything like that. It just needs a gas bottle and your bottle of water. But yeah, the SodaStream is definitely a great purchase, and it's one of my family's favorite items. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is my reusable drink box. Now, I got these at the beginning of the year because my youngest was having difficulty remembering to take his drink bottle to lunch with him. So they have it in separate areas, and he was just sort of grabbing his lunch bag and forgetting to take his drink box with him, or his drink bottle with him. So I was trying to think of a way that I could put something in his lunch bag, because he's already got a bento lunch box in there as well. I was trying to think of something that could be small enough to put in his lunch bag, that's like water, that I didn't have to buy like juice boxes and things like that, you know. So I came across this online. It's called the Drink Box. This one's the big one. I bought this one for my oldest son, but it is actually probably too big. The smaller ones are about half that amount. My son's got a green one, and you can buy reusable straws for them. So if you're a person that wants to make like cold chocolate milk up, and like at our school we've got fridges, so every classroom's got a fridge, so I don't have to worry about any of that. But if you are a person that wants to make like a little milk for the kids, a little chocolate milk or a little plain milk, you can buy reusable straws for them, you know, and give them a thorough wash out and things like that. I haven't done the milk thing yet, because I do buy milk poppers for the kids. I am a little bit skeptical on the milk with the reusable straw, but these just get used for water purely, and I pop it into his lunch bag, and then when he opens up his lunch bag, he's got a drink of water, so he doesn't have to carry around his drink bottle to lunch with him. But these are just really good. I'm actually really starting to enjoy it too. I love the clear one. Like I said, we've got a green one, and I do need to get some more reusable straws, even though it hasn't been used that much this year. This one's like pretty much brand new, but it's just really handy to fill up and give to the kids next to their bed at night time, because we've got geckos in our house and things like, you know, we've got lots of geckos. We live in Queensland, and I'm just really worried that geckos will get like onto the drinks or into the drink while you're having a drink at night time. But this is just perfect, you know, you can just open it up and they can have a sip out of it, and it doesn't spill. I lay it down in their lunch bags, it doesn't spill. Perfect, cleans up really good. I absolutely love these, and I'd always buy them. But that is a drink box, and you can buy that online. I'm sure there's other companies that sell them as well. But really good if you just want to make up like some apple juice at school. You know, because those boxes of juices are so expensive now, and they're so sweet. You could even make up a fresh juice, really make it, dilute it with water, you know, so they're not drinking a lot of it. Yeah, really happy with this, and it's one of my definite favorite buys for this year. The next thing on the list is my 34 peg stainless steel airer. I got this one from Kmart, and I absolutely love it. It was a lot more expensive than what I usually buy. I usually buy those like cheapy $5 ones or $4 ones from the $2 shops. And I thought, no, I want a good stainless steel one that I can, if I leave it outside, it won't rust, which I don't leave it outside because it will rust, but I don't want it to rust, you know. But it's heavy duty, you can fold it up, it's got good little pegs on it. This was $13. It's like a lot more expensive than what I would normally pay for like a peg hanger, but I hang it in my laundry a lot too. I can sort of like kink it down a little bit to fit the laundry rack that I've got it on, and just hang socks and underpants and things like that on it, even singlets. It's got a lock on the actual hanger, like the hook, and it's really handy because we get so much wind where I live, and they just end up on the ground. So, you know, if it goes to fall off the line, it stops it from, you know, it locks it into place. So I really love it. Yeah, this is just something that I think makes my life so much easier when it comes to laundry. It's like hanging up those little fiddly things like socks and underpants and bras and things like that. And, you know, a couple of these don't go astray, you know, and perfect for camping if you want to just fold it up, you know, carry it in a van, or, you know, carry it with you if you're going traveling. Yeah, I really love this one. And this is the Kmart one, the stainless steel air dryer. And I will pop all the links down below in the description, and hopefully that they still sell all these. And yeah, so pretty much that's my top 10 favorite things. Thanks everyone for joining me today for my favorite things and my best buys video. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and it's given you some ideas on maybe some things that could make your life a lot easier. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider subscribing. I'd love to have you over here joining our community. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time for my next videos. Thanks everyone. See you next time. Bye.